Okay. Today we will be talking about a separation technique called chromatography. Now, chromatography is a highly advanced technique which will help us to isolate or purify a protein sample from a heterogeneous mixture of proteins. Now, chromatography is highly advanced because there are some low efficiency methods which you have already studied. For example, aqueous two-phase separation. Then you have studied about what do you call is precipitation. Then you have studied about salting out. Then you have studied about aqueous extraction and those kind of things. With using low efficiency methods, we will purify a particular component to some extent. But in order to purify it 100%, for example, for therapeutic proteins, which need to be purified to 100%, otherwise there may be allergy or things like that. If you are purifying insulin and there are impurities in it, so what will happen? Along with insulin, some other protein will get into your system. A diabetic patient who is taking insulin on a regular basis, if he also takes some impurities also while injecting insulin for himself or herself, then it may lead to various kinds of allergies as well. Therefore, therapeutic proteins must be purified to highest level. So, in order to do so, we need to use high efficiency techniques like chromatography. Okay. Now, as you have understood that chromatography is nothing but a separation technique by which we can purify various kinds of things as well as proteins in very high quantity. Now, what do we do by chromatography? We separate proteins from a heterogeneous mixture of proteins. Various kinds of proteins may be there, from which by using chromatography we can separate them. Now, there are various types of chromatography, because it is not a single procedure, different procedures are there, and on the basis of different things there are different types as well. On the basis of systems also the chromatography is different. Then there is on the basis of medium used, which kind of medium you are using for chromatography, on that basis also there are differences. Then there are differences on the basis of principle as well. So, chromatography is divided into various parts on the basis of three things: on the basis of systems you use, then on the basis of medium you use, then on the basis of the principle you use. On the basis of system, there can be planar chromatography. Planar means what? Planar means in a single plane it will be taking place. It is not the chromatography will not take place in 3D, three-dimensional thing, but it will be continue, or it will be taken place in a say 2D plane. For example, paper chromatography is a planar chromatography because you use a paper for separation. Then there is a TLC, thin layer chromatography as well, which you use as planar chromatography. Why these are known as planar? Because a single plane is used for that. For example, by paper chromatography you can separate various things. For example, you can separate proteins, you can separate various pigments of plants or animals. Okay, but by using TLC you can separate various components present in a plant extract or animal extract as well. Mostly TLC is used for initial identification of various plant metabolites present in some suspension. Okay, this is good one, but you cannot use it for therapeutic or for industrial purpose. These you can use only for research purpose or for analysis purpose only. Okay. Then on the basis of system there is one more thing, column chromatography. Now, column chromatography are all other chromatography which use a three-dimensional matrix. This is the most advanced things, and these column chromatographies are can be used for not only separation or identification, you can purify products also. That is our objective to study. Now, on the basis of medium used, you can have liquid chromatography. As you have already learned that in there will be different liquids, which I will come soon on next discussion also. On the basis of medium used, there could be chromatography. How many types? Liquid chromatography. Then there could be solid liquid chromatography, and there could be liquid gas chromatography as well. So, on the basis of medium used, there will be three different types of chromatographies: liquid, solid liquid, and liquid gas. Now in the final thing, on the basis of principle also, there will be different types of chromatography. The first one will be the size exclusion chromatography. The size exclusion chromatography is a chromatography which is a column chromatography, but the principle used is size exclusion. Then there is ion exchange chromatography, then there is affinity chromatography as well. So on the basis of principle, there are 3 different types of chromatographies. Now when you use a high throughput system in order to purify your product in very rapid manner, in a fast way, so what you use some kind of pumps, so that the ion exchange chromatography or size exclusion chromatography or affinity chromatography, mostly size exclusion and affinity becomes faster. In order to do so, what you use some kind of pump or electricity, so that your separation goes very smoothly and very fast. That time the chromatography becomes HPLC or high performance liquid chromatography. Okay. So now we understood so many different things. Now in column chromatography, as we have said, you should understand that there are different phases, at least 2 phases are there in all chromatographies. Okay, 2 phases. One we call as mobile phase, that you have already learned, and another is what? Immobile phase, or we shall call it static phase, or we shall call it stationary phase. Stationary phase. Now you have to learn some different things also. A mobile phase, as you can see, by means of medium used, liquid chromatography. In liquid chromatography, the 2 phases, that is the mobile phase as well as the stationary phase, both will be liquid medium. Now for example pepper chromatography. Pepper chromatography is a liquid chromatography, but you will see that you will think that the pepper itself is solid, then it should be solid liquid chromatography. No, pepper chromatography is a liquid chromatography, because in the pepper some amount of water is already immobilized. Okay, then we use a mobile phase. Okay, then what happens is the chromatography starts. So in pepper chromatography, stationary phase is the water which is already present in the pepper, and the mobile phase what we use is the solvent, that is it could be acetone or it could be some alcohol also. Understood? So in all chromatography there are 2 phases, mobile phase and stationary phase. Mobile phase and stationary phase both can be liquid and liquid. It can be solid and liquid, it can be liquid and gas. Understood? Now in solid liquid, what happens is generally the stationary phase is solid, whereas the mobile phase is liquid. Some we will see different types of chromatography, where for example size exclusion chromatography or affinity chromatography, where the solid part is the stationary phase or a inert material which we use, and liquid part is the sample which we put. We have already given you the PDF for chromatography block diagram, where you can see how column chromatography looks like, and in other classes also you must have gone through the principles of different types of chromatography. Now in solid liquid, as I have already said, stationary chromatography, stationary phase can be the solid phase and the liquid phase is the mobile phase. Most of the time mobile phase is definitely a liquid substance. Now in liquid gas chromatography, what you find is, you find that in liquid gas chromatography what will happen, the mobile phase is gas and the stationary phase is liquid. On the surface of a liquid, what we will do is we will start providing a gas in which the particular component is present. From that gas we will separate the component which will be dissolved in the liquid. Now what is the basic principle? Like the basic principle of chromatography is separation on the basis of differences in property, that you have to understand. The all kinds of chromatography based on what? Based on the differences of property. What are the properties we are talking about? The properties are mainly what? Solubility, then size, then shape. Those are the differences. Solubility, then size,